Hey guys, Dr. Lambert here. Just wanted to send out a little video about the menu project. So Group A, we met yesterday and you guys gave me what your colors are from your True Colors test. So I'll be putting together groups for you. And Group B will be meeting tomorrow, but I wanted to share this since Leasia isn't able to be with us right now and make sure that everybody understands what is expected for the group menu project. So on the group menu project, this is going to be due around fall or midterm. Sorry, my cat is trying to join the video. And so you can see here that the objective of this is to develop a 4-week cycle menu for long-term care facility. And you would create a menu that would be pleasing to the residents of the nursing home and meeting the nutritional guidelines. And so you'll be able to create and develop a 4-week cycle menu that is nutritionally adequate, aesthetically appealing, and within the financial guidelines in which I have established for the project. So for this 4-week menu, you will create a 4-week cycle that will include breakfast, lunch, and dinner. For each meal, you're going to have 2 options. You'll have your main option and you'll have your alternate, okay? For the nutrition portion of the menu, so you have to do a nutrition analysis. You will need to calculate or use some nutrition analysis software and come up with a menu that provides an average. So you'll need the calories for each menu item, like the calories per serving, protein per serving, fat per serving, and the general RDAs for vitamins and minerals. You're not going to get all the vitamins and minerals. Depending on which product you decide to use to help you with your nutrition analysis will depend on what vitamins are available. Just meet the RDAs for the ones that it shows, okay? So you'll need to have an average of 2,400 calories, 120 grams of protein, and 80 grams of fat. That's an average per day of 2,400 calories, 120 grams of protein, and 80 grams of fat, and then meeting the RDA for vitamins and minerals. Now, every single day, you're not going to hit those target numbers. It's just hard to do, but it's an average, okay? And people always ask, what if it's above? What is it below? Well, you can either work to adjust the menu, but the rubric is below and it will kind of explain if points will be taken off. You also need to make sure that you're providing a variety of foods without a lot of repeats. And so what I mean by that is that when you're planning out the menu, you want to make sure that you don't have chicken like 10 times during the week, because you're creating it from Monday to Sunday. Okay, so breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Residents would get tired if they had chicken every single day of the week. And so those are the kinds of things that I'm looking for. Are you providing variety? Are you adding like soups and casseroles and things like that to try to give a few different items for the menu? Okay. With milk, you're going to have to, there will be repeats on milk, but want a variety of vegetables, a variety of main courses. You're always going to probably have bread. You're always probably going to have milk, desserts. You should be able to come up with some variety on that as well. And so, it's really kind of that main courses, the vegetables, that type of thing that we don't want a lot of repeats on. So for each meal, you need a main meal and an alternate meal. For your nutrient analysis and your food cost calculations, you will use your main meal. Okay, you don't have to calculate the cost for your alternate meal, but you do for your main meal. Now, when you're establishing that food cost, you need to make sure that you are calculating all the ingredients or everything that would be included in that recipe to prepare that item, to come up with a cost per serving. That's the goal. You'll come up with a cost per serving and then you will have you'll add that up for each item in your meal, and that will give you your cost per meal. Okay. What I want to see is an average over the week. And so the goal is to have an average of $3 or less per meal for the week. Okay. So you'll notice some meals are more expensive than others, but we're looking at an average. All right. So here's the rubric below. Things to think about. You want to make sure that you're including items that people in an elderly or in a nursing home would want to eat. So even though you guys like smoothies and some of those kinds of things, you know, that may not be their jam. So just think about that. Okay. What would your grandma or grandpa want to eat? Make sure you're providing, meeting the nutritional requirements. So you can see what those are there, the rubric for that. When you're making your meals, there should be a main meal and an alternate meal. And so you have, each meal should contain an entree, fruit, vegetable, no vegetables for breakfast, grain, dairy, and a dessert. And you don't have to have a dessert for breakfast, okay? But you do have to have a main choice and an alternate choice. Variety of foods. Again, want to see a variety of foods are offered daily with less than 2 repeats of entrees for the lunch and supper in the menu cycle. It's going to be super hard to do, okay? But try your best, okay? Keeping your food costs is kept to less than an average of $3 per meal, and your food cost should be calculated for that main meal. All right? It is a lot of work, okay? Because you've got to have your meal, you've got to have your nutritionals, you've got to have your food cost. I have a pricing guide available on the course website, which is, oh, let me go back to that. Sorry, I had that up. Great job on your Flipgrid introductions. But there are menu project resources down here. There is a purchasing guide that you can use to help with your pricing. I'll also put a link up to a website called foodservicedirect.com. It has several food items on there as well that you can use to help you with your figuring out your cost. But those resources are available to help you get started. So the big thing right now will be, once you know who is in your group, that you guys are sitting down and starting to figure out who's going to do what and when you want to have things kind of turned in. And so I believe if we look at the syllabus, I think that I have this due around October 8th. Let's look on here. I don't know if I have it on my calendar or not. Okay, here we go. So, the week of October 12th. So it'll be due that Thursday, the week of October 12th. Okay. So make sure you're working on that. Once you know who's in your group, you're going to have a million questions, I know, and that's okay. And we can go over them in class. All right. So have a great week, and look for Chapter 1 lecture to be posted here a little bit later this afternoon. All right, guys, have a great day. See ya. See Group B tomorrow. Bye.